Hidden away on the Essex coastline lies a magical world of craft and design, where forgotten treasures are given a new lease of life.
Ah, there we go.
We all have things that we love, but sometimes we just can't find a purpose for them. These unused items are cluttering up our homes, but they hold so many memories, we simply can't throw them away. It's not just a sewing machine, is it? It's what it represents.
It's part of our childhood.
It was something that I always wondered what could be done with it.
It reminds me of being really happy as a child.
Here in the workshop, our team of crafters will reimagine and rework these items.
No going back now, that's the first cut.
It's nice to be able to try and breathe new life into this old object.
This is always the scary part of any project, of taking a crowbar to it.
Transforming them into something new and beautiful.
Oh my God, it's incredible.
That is absolutely amazing.
Our creative crew are ready to put their specialist skills to work on our visitors' projects. We have masters of metal.
You just can't push it too far.
Textile gurus.
Just sort of like picking little sweets out.
And woodworking maestros.
And that is absolutely bob on.
There's nothing that can't be reimagined by our team. First into the workshop are Rita and Hugh, who have brought along some special slate items which once belonged to Rita's late clock-loving stepfather.
Yeah, my stepfather was a very, very interesting guy.
When he passed away 8 years ago, Rita's stepfather Norman left her his shop full of clocks. Some of the timepieces are worth a fortune, and some are destined for greater things.
Before I start, can I just say there's a serious amount of hair action going on in this?
Oh, come on.
I feel a little bit flat, don't you, Hugh?
I do, yes.
Rita and Hugh, meet our lovely makers, Titch and Lee. They haven't been
Hi.
pitching. These are little crackers. I love them. I'm slightly obsessed with timepieces. I just think they're just such beautiful things to have in a house. These have come from your stepdad, haven't they?
That's right, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about him.
He was an antiquarian horologist.
That is somebody that specialises in repairing clocks and watches?
Yes, so he specialised in antique clocks, and over the space of 50 years, he amassed rather a lot of them.
Go on, how many has he got?
Well, at the time when he died,
Yeah.
about 300,
Okay.
and I inherited them all.
They're a real joy, because some of them are just absolutely amazing.
Talk to me a little bit about what your stepfather was like. What type of a person was he?
Eccentric.
That's what you want. You want a horologist to be eccentric.
Oh, absolutely eccentric.
Talking about Norman being eccentric, I think this goes for most horologists, is they normally leave their mark on the inside of the clock that they've repaired. They leave a tiny little engraving.
OK.
He'd always want to make people smile, so he'd always put hello bottom face.
Bum
or
face,
bum face, bum face.
hello,
like-
bum
Hello,
face.
bum face. Brilliant. Well, we better incorporate that then. So talk to me about these ones in particular. Why have you brought these ones here?
The value of slate clocks, unfortunately, went through the floor many, many years ago. And Norman used to say, do you know, I'm saving these to do something with them one day.
Brilliant.
And he never did.
So it's your job?
Yes.
We always had thought they've got to be used for something, because we were really a couple who sort of like, we're eco-friendly, so we had to
Very.
reuse everything.
Yeah. Everything we have is second-hand, including each other.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Recycled and remade.
The thing is, empty slate clocks aren't worth anything financially, but they do have great sentimental value. So hopefully something really nice will get made from these late clocks.
Titch, do you want to go first?
Of course, yes, I'd love to. Now, these are fantastic. My idea is really trying to bring something to your garden, a bit of nature. I would like to turn them individually into various things that would house different creatures. So an insect hotel, a little house for a hedgehog, And I'd like to do some birdhouses as well.
That sounds like a nice
Sounds
idea.
interesting.
Loving the idea of an insect hotel. Will there be 24-hour room service?
Yes, not provided by me, then.
So, Lee, can you pitch your idea?
Well, I'm thinking of a bit of a water feature, possibly like a big sort of galvanised tank for the base, which will hold all the water, obviously. And then these all sort of arranged sort of a bit haphazardly up with the water coming out of each of the holes and stuff. And maybe sort of get a couple of the clock handles, arms. What are they called?
Hands.
Hands. Hands.
Those things.
Those things, the ticky-top bit, yeah,
But like
some of that. Yeah, but big versions,
Yeah.
yeah. Then you can get some plants in there and maybe a bit of a bird bath or something like that.
Hedgehog swimming pool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that would be the way to go.
They're both brilliant ideas.
Yeah,
they really are. So it's decision time. Hotel idea or the water feature idea?
I think the hotel idea is a really good idea, but I've got a feeling that as a feature, because we've got a garden that's sort of quite a wildlife garden, but the thing is it's got so much wildlife in there already. I think we need a feature in the middle to bring it all together.
We need a decision. We need a decision.
Water feature.
I think the water feature.
Are you distraught? Can you cope with the rejection?
Devastated, absolutely devastated. But I'm chuffed to bits Lee's got it. Yeah, that's great.
It's going to be a great idea. Lee, are you ready for the challenge?
Oh, of course, absolutely, always ready.
This is going to be incredible. I cannot wait to see it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Wonderful.
Brilliant. So am I.
I think Norman would be very impressed, very excited, and the more eccentric, the better.
He wasn't one to waste stuff himself, so I think it'd be good for him. I mean, he hoarded stuff more likely.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So I think Norman's would be really, really pleased.
Slate clocks were very popular in the mid-Victorian era, created as presentation and commemorative gifts to be proudly displayed on mantelpieces. They were a real prestige item until fashions changed as the 20th century began.
So when I did my pitch at the beginning, I thought, well, I could actually work with water with this, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because if they were wooden ones, they wouldn't have been able to do that, would I? So, because what I want to focus on is these holes. So that one's actually got a base on it, but what I'm going to be doing is putting a slate base on there, and then round the back, I'm going to be covering this hole up with slate as well, just siliconing it on. And then when the water comes up through the bottom, it's going to fill this up and then trickle out of here, out of this bit here. So there's going to be a water coming down here, and I'm going to get it coming out of 3 of the clocks. Obviously one at the top and then all the way down, and then it'd just be like a cascade of water. There was only 2 that had mechanisms in, and of course they have seen better days. I mean, it's still absolutely amazing the amount of effort that has gone into that, but because I'm going to be using water in this, I'm not going to be using these at all. So we've got this lovely tank from a local reclamation yard. So the tank is going to get filled with water, obviously. The largest clock, which is this one, was really, really heavy. I want that to be sort of partially submerged in the water. So it looks like it's all, sinking in. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to lining the clocks up here on the floor so that I get an idea of, oh, that nearly fell off there. Yeah, it needs to be glued. So that'll probably go maybe something like that. First things first is just to get some steel cut and start each one. I'll make a frame around the base that they can all slot in nicely. Once I've got that, then I can then start building the structure, get the forge started up, get the hammer going, create some textured lengths, and creep up on it.
This is 61 years worth of dust coming out of him.
Next is Gwyn from Rugby, who's brought an item from a memorable amateur dramatics performance.
Gwyn, thank you so much for coming in today. I would like to introduce you to Emily. Emily's got the task of transforming these pieces. These are going to be fun. Let's talk, first of all, about your love
of singing and theatre and musicals. Where did it start?
I've always had music in my life. My mother brought us up every Sunday with country music. My dad, on the other side of that, he's a Welshman, so he sings.
Of course, it's in the blood.
It's in my blood. But I didn't have the confidence until I got a little bit older to start singing. Got over an illness, and it was singing that led me to recovery. I wanted to do a theatre show. Started the theatre show, joined in the chorus. At the time, I didn't know that I was expecting my son, my last son.
Right.
I was a bit nervous. I didn't know whether they'd let me go and continue, so I didn't tell them that I was expecting. I got away with doing the show at 5 months pregnant with Peter. I got on the stage. I was a little waif and stray. There's a picture of me in the programme.
This has been well used, hasn't it? But I'm going to open it because I want to have a look at that. That's brilliant. Are you in one of these?
I'm in this top shot here. With a check shirt.
There you are, yeah. That's great.
My goodness. I wasn't confident. I thought, I'll go into this big choir, and I stood in the middle of the melody section. Before I knew it, I was singing soprano. It was just made me feel better. If you feel better, you feel happy, you recover, your mental health is good, you recover more quickly. Singing heals.
That's amazing. See, I quite like a Taylor Swift. I can do a Taylor Swift in the car. Who do you sing?
Do one now.
I'm not doing one now.
I can do it.
No way, Jose.
Funnily enough, I wanted to be a singer growing up, but I lost my hearing when I was 17, started going deaf over about 6 years, so I had to give up my love of music. But I've got cochlear implants now, so I've got the music side back. I can enjoy music, and I do enjoy singing again. I just haven't quite got that confidence. It used to be so easy, and now it's kind of, I have to concentrate more.
Because the confidence thing's an interesting one, isn't it? Because I think if you are quite an insular person, and I've spoken to a few people like you, Gwyn, who have said that when they're on stage, it's a totally different persona. They are not that person anymore. They are...
You come out of your shell,
Is that the same for you?
Absolutely. I want to be in enjoying the fun.
So I understand, Gwyn, you have a little baby grandson?
I do. My very first baby grandboy.
What's he called?
Casimir Anthony.
Oh, wow, that's a real show name, isn't it?
That's name up in lights everywhere, that, isn't it?
Casimir Anthony Presents.
Casimir Anthony Presents. What are we going to do with it, Emily Presents?
Well, I actually think we should continue with this theatre theme, and I'm really loving the idea of making a play theatre, like a puppet theatre. So maybe using the T-shirt as a sort of backdrop, and then your grandson could kind of be inside with his little puppets, and we could, with the programme, maybe put the pages on the front, on the base, and I'll make some nice curtains or something. But yeah, some sort of little play theatre, so that hopefully, if your grandson is also musical or dramatic, he can carry on the theme, and you can enjoy his shows.
What an excellent idea. My daughter, after Peter, Scarlett was born. My daughter, very dramatic, singing in theatre shows. Undoubtedly, Casimir's going to sing.
Yes.
With a name like
in
that,
the blood.
has to.
So we're going to take this and transform them into a toy puppet theatre for Casimir to play with. And then when he picks up his first Oscar, he can thank you in the speech.
Of course, yeah.
Excellent.
I need credit.
Oh, how wonderful.
Happy?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes, thank you.
Just hands.
I've always been into wearing retro T-shirts, so I bought this. I was going to eventually wear it and then pass it on to Peter. But making it into something new is about the modern, the new generation.
Right, so here I have Gwyn's old programme and T-shirt from when she performed in Cinderella, and I'm just having a little think about how I'm going to start transforming this into a puppet theatre for her grandson. I'm loving these old photos from the past, all these flashbacks of who Gwyn actually worked with on this production, and this page definitely needs pride of place. So with the T-shirt, I'm thinking I don't need to waste anything really, because the front of it could be a lovely backdrop behind Casimir when he's inside his theatre. I love the idea of creating this little scene and stage so that he can then put on his performance and just his whole family can just be focused and mesmerised with his little world of make-believe.
But before she can decorate it, Emily must first construct her toy theatre by creating a simple wooden frame.
So I have my puppet theatre frame that I've built. I've added some really nice details by routering down these columns that are down the side. So yeah, this is like the general sort of carcass of the theatre. I've just cut out a lovely little shaped archway here, like a curvy arch to go along the top here. So like a kind of pelmet. So I really hate wastage, and I wanted to see if there was anything from the other makes that I could use for this theatre before I went buying anything new. And having a little rummage through the scrap piles, I came across these amazing like carved wood details from other projects that weren't going to be used. And I thought, well, rather than waste them, these would just be perfect for that old school vintage theatre theme. So I've been sort of playing around with them, figuring out what I could use. There's some lovely little loops and things that I could use for the curtains. And these bits of carved wood I thought would be lovely detailing for the top pelmet of the theatre. The other thing I've found in the scrap piles was an old mirror from a dressing table. So these are the frames from the mirror that I thought would just be perfect for a vintage theatre. And I've got these smaller frames that I thought would be perfect on the sides of the theatre. And I'm going to place inside here some of the programme pages from Cinderella, which Gwyn featured in back in the 90s. So yeah, it's all coming together really well. It's like such an exciting little project. I just love anything vintage, anything old and glamorous and show-stopping, and I just wish this project was mine. I wish I could take it home for my own little boy to play with.
To hold the weight of the heavy slate clocks, Lee has been working on an intricate steel structure.
I've got a little shelf here which the pump is going to sit on. So that's got a little place for that, keep that in the water line. And I've managed to get the first little cradle on. So what I'm going to do at this stage is I'm going to do everything with sort of straight bars and just get all the clocks into their position. And then once I've got everything in the position, the water flowing and all that stuff, then I can actually start adding some more interesting lines. So all of this bit here will just about, no, goes that way, there she goes, there it goes. So that sits in there like that. That'll all be submerged. I want the very bottom clock, which is this one here. I've gone for the biggest first. I want that to be slightly submerged in the water. So that'll sit in there like that. So the water line will be sort of there, cutting through like that. So it's sort of submerged in the water. We're going to get some water coming out of here, which is going to be lovely. That should all sort of run down here and go in. So slowly but surely, I'm going to be offering these clocks up and working out where the next one's going to go. So the next one will probably be, maybe something like there, maybe.
With the clocks now in place, it's time to test the waters.
So I've got all the clocks into this rough structure, and we've brought it outside and got some water into it and everything. And I've turned it on, and what I've noticed is there's a few leaks here and there, which is what I expected, but also the flow of water isn't quite going in the right direction. I'm trying to work out where the leaks are. But what's happening is it's coming down here, hitting the top of this one, and then going straight off the back of the structure. But the main thing is that the pump works. We've got good pressure all round. but now I've just got to adjust it all. But for a first sort of start-up, I'm actually pretty chuffed with that, really. I can imagine the birds are going to enjoy this.
I've actually just realised this needs to be in 2 halves.
Next to visit the workshop is Tracy from Leicester, who's brought an item of furniture that's been in her family for generations.
Tracy, thank you so much for bringing this beautiful... It's the stuff of family legends, isn't it?
It is, yes.
This beautiful sideboard. I'd like to introduce you to John, who's going to be in charge of transforming all of your great-grandfather's hard work.
So this was my great-grandfather's apprentice piece, we understand.
Okay.
So when he was training to be a carpenter, you had to make a piece of furniture, and this was the piece of furniture he made to pass his apprenticeship as a carpenter. So I remember it in the hallway in my grandmother's house, and it was always there. My grandmother's house, and where my parents still live, is in a place called Biggin Hill, which is famous for its airfield. So where the house is, it's just at the end of the airfield. And during the war, my grandmother had lodgers from the airfield, so not the pilots, but the engineers, that kind of thing. But obviously the airfield was very heavily active during the war. And the German planes would come over.
Right.
So we did have an air raid shelter in the back garden.
But this was better.
But I think this was emergency.
Right.
So on occasion, they would either use the table in the dining room or hide behind this.
Right.
When the German planes went over.
Do you know what? That's quite a sensible thing, because I don't reckon much would get through that, do you, John?
Yes, it's very solid,
not at
isn't
all.
it? Yeah.
It is very solidly built.
You then inherited it. How old were you when you inherited it?
Well, I got it when I got my first house. So when I got my first house, obviously I didn't have any furniture.
Right.
And so I was offered this, and I just said, yes, please, thank you. And I've had it ever since, and I use it. But it's just, you know, a bit of a big, bulky piece of furniture.
So this has come with you from your first house until now?
Yes.
Why have you decided to bring it into the Saved and Remade workshop now?
It's too good to get rid of. I'm connected to it emotionally, if you like. I never met my great-grandfather, but it definitely reminds me of my grandmother. And actually, I think that it's got skill and beauty in its own right. Yeah. So I don't want to get rid of it, but it's just big and bulky and ever so slightly falling apart.
This would have been early 1900s?
Yeah, I was trying to work it out the other day. Yes, I think you're exactly right. So I think the date would have been about that, so turn of the century, yes.
Yeah, so it's, you know, and you know, vintage pieces and antique pieces are incredible, but sometimes they don't quite fit with modern-day living.
Did you hear any rumours from your granddad about secret compartments in this?
My dad has said it's got a secret compartment, but I'm bearing in mind I've had it 30 years. Yeah, well, I've never, ever found it, so I thought it didn't have.
It hasn't got one secret compartment.
Oh, right, OK.
It has 2
really?
secret compartments.
Is it here?
Yeah.
Oh, right, OK.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, wow, OK, yes.
Yeah. Cabinet makers of that era, they used to build in little secret compartments.
OK, that's amazing. Yeah, I didn't know that.
There's definitely nothing in here, is there?
Yeah.
Spiders?
No, there's nothing in there. No letters at the top.
No.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah.
Handy, though. So what are you planning on doing with it?
Well, I've had a good look at the front of it, and there's some beautiful carvings. I presume your granddad did it. Yeah. So what I propose to do is to make a smaller cabinet, just cutting it down, preserving that front door, and utilising the legs and just making a smaller version of it.
OK, so sort of shrink it.
Yeah, just shrink it.
Magically.
Yeah,
well, not magically, because it's not going to be magic, it's going to be a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
So basically, kind of condense it and make it into a smaller, more usable piece of furniture.
A more practical, modern piece of furniture. I mean, these, in their style, are very dated, but with that shrunk down, it's going to look contemporary, I think, isn't it?
That sounds amazing, because it keeps the integrity of the piece, but makes it much more usable, and I might actually be able to move it. Can't move this piece of furniture at all. So.
I shall look forward to seeing the Shrunken sideboard, which is what I'm now going to call it.
The Shrunken sideboard, yeah.
I love the fact it's useful. So I love the fact we have it as a piece of furniture that the middle bit we kept the bottles of whiskey in. I'd still like it to be a useful piece of furniture. just one that I might be able to move if I needed to, because as it was, there's no way I could move that sideboard.
Back in the Saved and Remade workshop, John has the task of dismantling Tracy's great-grandfather's showpiece. He's a welding and metal expert, but his engineering know-how stretches to wood.
Apprentice pieces were made to the best of their ability because they were going to be graded on it. And in order to get their grade, it had to be creme de la creme. And it is designed to showcase all of his skill. So not only do we have joinery and dovetailing, but we have carving as well. Actually hand-carved panels at the front there. So I'm going to carefully dismantle it, and I'm just going to showcase the carving. So the cabinet is only going to be that big, and I'm going to use the Queen Anne feet that are already there, and there's plenty of material here to use.
John removes the doors first and then works from the inside out, removing the shelving supports from the cupboard space.
There we go. That's it. I can still see his markings where he's drawn or scribed across the material and divided them equally where he's chiselled in to join these pieces of timber. He certainly built this to top quality. Beautifully carved Queen Anne style legs. And what I didn't realise about these, they're actually made in 3 parts. So you have a central part and these 2 wings. Very nicely carved. We'll clean these up and put them back on.
Across the workshop, Emily has been hard at work creating the glamorous red velvet curtains for the puppet theatre.
I think it's really nice for me to, like, as a parent, to think of Gwyn and her family and how excited they're going to be waiting for Casimir to be ready to start showing them his own little stories with his own little characters, all that he's made up in his head, you know, and using this little theatre that I've made. So I just want to make it really special, to really encourage his imagination and inspire him to just be in his own little world, his own little dream world.
With the curtains finished and the frame of the theatre all painted, it's time to start accessorising. First, Gwyn's theatre programme.
I'm going to have one either side of the theatre. So I'm just going to screw it in from the back, I think. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's gone. It's all on nice and secure. Oh look, I've even got Gwyneth's name down here on the cast list, so she'll be pleased about that. So yeah, I'm going to put the other one on the other side. So yeah, it's come out quite nice. So the other thing that I'm doing now is just having a little play around with this T-shirt and figuring out where to attach it to the theatre, because this is going to be the backdrop where Casimir can stand in front, have his red curtains on the stage. You know, Gwen's going to love it. Every time she sees this, she's going to have those memories of when she was on the stage, singing and dancing and acting, and it'll just be so nice for her to see her little grandson bringing all these things back to life again in a new, fresh way, using his own imagination. Just go around and make sure this is all in place. And then once this is done, it's then adding all these finishing touches as well, like the details up here, and my lovely curtains that I've been working on. Can't wait to get those. That's what's going to really make it feel like a theatre, is when I get those lovely deep red curtains in place.
Gwyn's returning to the workshop to see what Emily has created for her grandson.
I work with children, so we do a lot of imaginative play. So I was hoping to have something that would be able to interact with him, make up some imaginative plays to encourage this dramatic side in him, to encourage him to sing, to make up stories.
Hello, you.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello, I'm intrigued. It's big. It's big.
So this has been born out of your love of Amdram and musicals, and I know that you have a new baby grandson.
I do.
How old?
I do. 9 weeks now.
Cute. So this has been a really interesting little project for you, hasn't it, Emily?
I've really enjoyed this project because I love theatre myself, so I'm this is right up my street. And the whole way through it, I just kept thinking, I wish this was for my little boy.
Because I know that when we last spoke, you wanted something that your grandson could play with, but still had elements of the programme and the T-shirt. And I think that Emily has really hit the nail on the head. Are you ready for the reveal?
Oh.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. Go.
You ready? Do the backstage hand.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Wow. Was not expecting that. Oh my goodness. And his name.
I really like the idea of having his name up there because it's such a dramatic show name, isn't it?
It is.
It really is.
Casimir,
It needs to be on there.
Casimir
It needs to be
Anthony
on
is
there.
going to be there, isn't it? The programme here.
And it's here as well.
Grandma's going to be here forever. There I am. There I am. There I am. And Peter was with me. Peter was there with me.
Oh.
Wow. How special.
And you know what's going to be lovely about this is that this is something that you can do with your grandson that will create memories for both of you that will last forever and ever. Let the show begin.
I am really grateful. I love it. Absolutely. Yeah. Overwhelmed. It's turned out fantastic. I can't wait to get that puppet theatre home. Yeah. And I will be putting on a show this evening. Yeah.
But I can heat up multiple pieces of steel at once, which is, great for doing exactly what I'm just about to start doing.
Across the workshop, John is making good progress on Tracy's great-granddad's sideboard and is trying to make the most out of the material as he possibly can.
I do hate waste. So in order to finish the top, I'm going to go for a bit of a bold move. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut the original lid in half. And again for the other side, and I'm going to shunt them together. They have lovely lines, and I want to use these to cap the main section. It'd be a shame to waste any of this, and they include the secret compartments. So I think it's worth trying to cut these and join them. I've cut them and leveled them up, but I've got to glue them from the top side to make sure that these are as level as I possibly can get them. Now, I couldn't actually wish for that to be any better. And that is going to be absolutely perfect. When the glue's dried, there's very minimal amount of sanding needs to be done to that. Very, very happy with that. That just needs to set now.
Tracy's making her way back to the workshop to see how John has transformed her great-grandfather's sideboard.
Tracy, hello.
Hello.
It's so nice to see you
Great
again.
to be back.
Look, it's shrunk.
It very much has, yes.
Are you ready for
I am.
the reveal?
I am, very much so,
John,
yes.
you need to do the honours.
You certainly
I'll
can.
help you a little bit as well, really.
Oh gosh, that's lovely. Oh, it's really kept the detail and the quality of the work, but it's now a kind of usable piece of furniture that I can actually pick up and move if I need to. So yes, can I just...
You can turn, that's right.
Because that's not worked for about 100 years.
It works now.
Yeah. Oh, and it's lovely on the inside. Yes, that's just gorgeous.
So basically, what John has done is cut it in half, haven't you?
Cut it in half, yes. This really tested...
Oh, right, so that, because that wasn't... I see what you've done.
That's right. So I've cut and then joined them together.
Yeah.
And that join there has really tested all of my skill and ability to get that to line up absolutely perfectly all the way around.
Great-granddad would have been proud of you.
He would have done.
But the success of that was the quality of the materials.
Yeah.
He really did use absolutely top quality materials.
Have you got any idea where you're going to put it?
Yes, I think it'll go in our dining room. I think for my dad, who will be delighted to see what's happened to it, we're going to keep some whiskey in it for him.
You're so clever. There is something else that he's done that's quite clever as well. Go on.
The pièce de résistance is...
Oh, you kept the secret drawer!
Still got a secret drawer.
Still got the secret drawer. Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't it brilliant? Look,
Yes.
Look. It's quite a big secret drawer.
So you didn't put the sovereign back then?
No.
It's really beautiful and it's going to be a really usable piece of furniture now.
And you can still get one person behind it. Should there be an earthquake at
I'm
any
really
point.
hoping we won't need to do that ever again.
You can still get one behind. But it's lovely. You are very clever, John. Very, very clever. I'm glad you love it, John.
Cannot tell you how delighted I am. I really am. It's very special. Thank you very much indeed.
I'm glad you're happy.
Yeah. I can see what John's done, how he's taken the two drawers from the top and melded them together to be the one drawer on top of that little unit. It's a really useful piece of furniture now. So, yeah, I am absolutely over the moon with it.
Well, I look forward to seeing whatever you're going to do with it.
Yeah, thanks. Wish me luck.
Yeah, for real.
Back in the forge, Lee is about to start shaping the red-hot steel that will make up the decorative element of the clock design.
Well, now we're getting to the bit that I absolutely love about this job. So, you know, the fundamental thing about steelwork, isn't it, is to get it hot. And this is exactly what this machine does here. So, anyway, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stick the glasses on and my ear defenders, and I'm going to make a little bit of noise. I'm going to start the hammer, and we'll begin the noise and the fire and the making it all work. Right. You ready for this? Yeah. So this is a beautiful old machine. See where the oil comes up, that keeps it all clean. There we go. Bit of that. First one in here.
Lee has flattened the steel rods and is ready to start decorating the frame that will hold the steel clocks.
Oh, such a fantastic process. I mean, if I had to do that all by hand, I'd still be doing it. I know that much. So what's happened is that we got all this lovely 20mm round and a bit of 16mm round, all flattened off, which is going to give me a lovely texture all the way along and a lovely gradient between it being flat and to round. If I used flat, then I'd have to forge it round, so I'd use round and forge it flat. It's always a bit easier that way around. So we'll probably be moving over, once this is cooled down, so that I can localise the heat and get some fluid lines to help stabilise the clocks and get all that straight structure out and yeah, move on.
Rita inherited her late stepfather's collection of slate clocks. Today, she returns with her husband Hugh to see how Lee has transformed these classic timepieces.
Your stepdad had quite the collection, didn't he? How many?
Yeah, about 300.
I'm really glad you didn't bring 300 in.
No.
A selection.
A selection.
Lee has worked his magic. He's waiting just around there.
Wow.
Are you nervous?
Excited,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, very excited.
Good. Shall we go have a look?
Yeah, what's it going to be?
Wait and see.
Oh,
hello.
Goodness. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's fabulous.
It's incredible, Lee. Oh.
This is exactly what I was after.
Yeah, oh, absolutely stunning. It's
And I think I know the
amazing.
perfect place for that to fit.
Yeah, it doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. You've got that worked out.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's going to look fabulous.
Oh.
It's just
beautiful.
stunningly. How long did it take?
There was definitely a few hours have been put into it. I mean, it was all, because they're so heavy.
Oh, yeah.
So the actual
Absolutely,
structure, trying to
yeah.
get that lightness and tumbling feeling that I wanted.
It's a bit Alice in Wonderland. isn't it?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
One of the guys earlier pointed out that it actually sounds like ticking clocks.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Also, you know, I don't know if you can remember right back at the very beginning of all this pitch, it was me and Titch talking about it. So he did give me a bit of inspiration, because also you brought in 5 clocks, didn't you?
Oh, yes, we did. I was suddenly thought that's what...
Yeah, where's the 5th clock? Well, over here.
Oh,
Made you a little bird box.
Oh, wonderful. And it can go with the bird bath that Norman
Exactly.
made.
So you got a little bird box, just to add to it.
We've got a great garden for birds because at the moment it's a wildlife garden.
Brilliant.
So this is going to really fit in well with it because it's sort of, it's a bit overgrown, but I mean, it's a wildlife garden.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
So
It's just such a good thing to think of a little bird living in a clock.
Well, in 1961, Norman made a bird bath using a dustbin lid as a mould for the top, and then drain pipe as a mould for the bottom, and then it came out like that. And we have still got it in the garden, and it is beautiful.
So he'll have a matching set of gardens.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. It's really is going to finish the garden off, isn't it?
It is. Norman was a person that could never get rid of anything. Sentimental value, the history, what those clocks represent, completely different matter. So that was why we couldn't just, take them down to a car boot sale or something for other people to do something with. For us, we wanted to have something that was whimsical, a bit eccentric, like Norman, and that is exactly what Lee has achieved.